So welcome again. So this is part two of the three-part series. So now we will be discussing about the rent roll. So rent roll is where it will list like all the different unit mix of that particular property, then who's currently rented in, and then you will see also sometimes the balance of the different residents in that unit. Then you will see the different like how many bathrooms are there for that particular unit. So this is sample rent roll that we have. So as you will see, like this are the unit numbers. Then you will see the unit type. Like so, it's a 3 bed, 2 bath, 1 by 1's 1 bed, 1 bath. Then this is through 3 TH. Usually it's a townhouse. Then then these are the, let's say, this is the current rent 715. Then this is their market rent. So sometimes like some rent roll will have this rent. Then what's the market rent for that? Sometimes they don't. Then there will also be like once the move in, then when the resident did the start and the end of the lease. Then what I typically want to see is the balance, because the balance will tell if the resident is way behind on their payments. So let's say on this property, right, that this seems to be a lot, like 8,000 in balance. So that's a question of why this person is still in the property. So either the property management company is really doing a bad job of like moving out the tenant, and because this 8,000 is too much for a backlog, knowing let's say they're paying this, so as if like they're more than 10 months like behind. So these are the typical red flags that you want to check, at least the balance. If the rent roll doesn't have a balance, you might need, you might want also to ask the broker or the seller, like, can you also provide the existing balance, because that will tell who's are not paying, so that you can see also like what's your economic vacancy. So economic vacancy is like, it's different between physical vacancy is meaning is there is no one living on that property, so that's physically vacant. But economic vacancy could be, yeah, there could be someone living on the property, but they are not paying, or their rent is under market. So those are some economic vacancy that to take into consideration. So bad debt, loss to lease. Yep. Then so what I just do is I'll try to group all of this, let's say the same unit type. Then I'll just take what's the average of this market rent, so that I will know based on the current trends for this unit mix on this property, how much is the existing average rent. So I will do it for each and every different unit type. Then you will also see sometimes here, like it's not on this deal. There are some pet rents also that they that the if the property allows pet. So there's sometimes they have pet rents in here. Then there could also be some other rents, like if they have a locker or anything that they are adding to have additional income for the property. So sometimes it also shows in the rent roll. Then one key thing that is also important in the rent roll is the square footage, because when you want to do comps in terms of rental comps, you will want to see like what's the average cost per square feet for that particular unit type, because you need to compare that against the other competition if you will be on the high side or the low side of the rents. So because when you're underwriting and when you're checking your business plan, so you will see like if you're over the top, or still have room for bumping up the rent. So those are the key things that you will want to see within in the rent roll. So as I summarize, you want to see the different unit type, the square footage, then the balance, and the existing rental income. Then you can also ask the broker, like if they have ideas of what's the market rent. Then you just need to verify if those are the accurate, but by looking at the area. Okay, so that ends our part two, discussing about the rent roll.